It's Wednesday morning. It's the setup. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for New York. For me, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. A quick look at the higher time frame. So again, daily is still in this range right now. We are in decline based on the break structure here, and for us to be into markup, I need to see price go above this this high by here. So the narrative stays the same on the high time frame, decline. So we should be looking for reasons to sell right now on the daily. So based on this current range by here, this high and this low, we are moving in towards 60 to 79% retracement. If you look at the hour, you can see where price is right now. It's kind of dithering around the equilibrium right now, the red line you see here. So it has been in premium, and it's kind of bouncing between premium and discount. Let's move this out of the way slightly. You can see some price action here. That looks like supply coming in. We have the 3-day high and low marked out, and right now we currently don't have a break on the 4-hour until all the way down here. This, let me set this up properly, it's not right. So that's 1 hour. Get it out of the way. So this marks the internal range on the 4-hour, and oddly the internal range on the 1 hour is marked out by this break up here and this break down here, so that it's all the way up here. This makes me think price still could go all the way up to this level, and we don't want to see price break above this. This is my area where if it goes up here, we're bullish, and we need to really go back to the daily and expect that if it goes above this high, we're bullish. It's going to take out these highs, but right now we're still on internal range on both the 4-hour and the 1 hour. The 1 hour's been quite hard to read, I'd say. Yesterday this felt like a break, but it was more of a retracement, and we've got a similar situation today. It's a bit more clearer though. We have a nice retracement here. It's taken out the highs to the left, and price has now come back down to these levels. So interestingly enough, I need more confirmation. First of all, it needs to get below here for me to switch to decline. I'm kind of neutral at the moment. It almost feels like distribution happening here at the moment, but before I can go into decline, I want to see it get below these lows here. That's on the 1 hour. Note the pin bar by here. So we had a rally, we got a base and a rally. That carries on through to the 30-minute by here. We have 30-minute pin bar, so I just move that out of the way. You can see it a little bit more clearer just by that. And so we have a rally, basing candle, rally. It's a basing candle in here, and then a drop, and that starts to look like a shift in market structure. But overnight the Asian range has been pretty flat. We do have this this high, that was 10 o'clock last night, to this low, which is about just after midnight, and that does look like market protraction. So we have this fair value. This is the busy here right now. In fact, I'm going to put that on. I'm going to mark that out because that lines up with the pan. And so do I have one for the, I'll just use it's not busy, it's a SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Switch that to that, so it only appears there, and just let's get rid of that one out. So we have a break on the 15-minute, at least, just noted by this high to low, higher high, and that was 6 o'clock. So it's within one of the ranges that form. This is kind of the dealer's range, I believe. So that central bank dealer's range, effectively. It goes from 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Yeah. So the dealer's range is by here. This. We're into a break of structure on the 15-minute, so it does feel like it's about to shift. I just need more confirmation. I think I want to see price break through this this demand zone. So we had one touch and two touches. This feels like it's going to fail, but I've marked out two scenarios. If it still stays intact, we have this supply zone up here. If we see price come above it, it's going to take out these highs, and then we're continuing on based on the higher time frame to these kind of levels here where I've marked out the eye. So it's a bit early to say right now, but I'm keeping my eye on this area. If this demand zone breaks, then I think we're going to see a shift back to decline on the midterm. So that's where I've marked this out. This would be a failure, and we see a break and then a retest. That's what this will be, as a retest area. So you get to see what happens. I've marked this. I'm going to mark this as external range. It's nice and clear. I'm liking it. And this one will become the internal range by here on this. So in external range, all of this feels like manipulation up here at the tops, and now overnight Asian range, we have some protraction back into this area. So that could be our phase one distribution just by here, and we could expect, if this breaks and break and retest, this will be the phase two distribution. This will be a really strong entry for a short position. And that's it for now. Wait and see what happens as we get closer to 7 o'clock. The news at the moment, Forex factory, there isn't any high impact or medium impact news. So yeah, sit and wait really. It's just coming up to 5:15 in New York. For me, it's 10:15. If we look at the 30-minute, it's clear that we have a nice break of structure. I haven't looked at the 1 hour yet. Yeah, so that really confirms to me that the market has now shifted on the 1 hour, so we are definitely in decline. So reset that, and on the 15-minute, there was actually a nice entry by here. I didn't see it earlier on. I think I was too late coming to the market anyway, but around this area here, we have a touch. We have, you can even see the breaker structure by there, but it's more clear on the five minute. Just by that, we have the breaker structure, and this a break from here. We've got a high, a low, a higher high, and a break structure by that with a retest. That was a break and retest, and you can see how prices have gone all the way down. So if we place a sell on that break and retest, we do that again. So there's the break line, and put it on the high. All the way down there is currently 6 to 1. That was a nice trade. That would have been a brilliant entry had I noticed that. Oh, what happened then? That's all. What that was about. Right, do that again. 3 to 1 ish is about that. So yeah, one for the playbook. That definitely. Put that there. That's my dog in the background. It's just gone 6:30 New York time. On the 15-minute, we have a nice clean breaker structure here, all the way up to the 1 hour. You can view by here. We have nice big candles showing the strength. On the 15-minute, we have a zone which is non-fresh. It's been broke through. This becomes an area of resistance now, this zone by here. On the 5-minute, if you want to see price come up to here, we do have a basing candle here. On the 5-minute, it's clear. 15-minute is just by there. Zoom in. Up. We have a basing candle, and on the 5-minute, I'm anticipating price to come up to here, break and retest, and down. But I already have a limit order set. I'm going into a meeting shortly, so I'm not going to be able to be at the charts. So my position for this is marked out on these charts, and I'll allow it to go to stop loss if it's not right. So everything's set up. It's looking really nice. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's just coming up to 10:30 in New York in the morning. For me, that's 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been in meetings for the past 3 hours, and whilst I was in the meeting, I was waiting for the break and retrace on the 15-minute. It didn't quite happen on the zone I was anticipating, but as we came into 8:30 we had a break here, let's say, comes down and retests. I didn't get in on this specific move, but on the 5-minute we also had this break and retest of that area, and that's where I've entered. So I've got a trade open at the moment, and I'm seeking the lows all the way down here. I got a real strong feeling that all this area has been cleared out. We have 2 touches here. This zone is weak. Freshness is zone, you see, just by that, and my eyes are down here now on these lows. So I've positioned my exit point just above, anticipating that price is going to come all the way down here and attack this today. It's Wednesday today, so Sunday open was just by here. Price is projected all the way up to these highs, and so this would have been accumulation all the way up to the top where we got manipulation, and now we're into a distribution phase now on the power 3. As I suspected on the 1 hour, this distribution phase up here turned to decline just at these lows. I've got a few different areas that I was trying to get in, but it just didn't come up on the chart. So I just followed it and waited for the opportunity for the retest, and it was given to me at 10 o'clock. So I took the entry, and I'm following it down now. So we can mark up these zones. I haven't done it already. Let me find one I can copy. CV. So I'll just bring that over there. So this zone was no longer fresh on that side, and it was the same for this one, but price wanted to carry on down. We had to break structure on the hour. The narrative on the higher time frames are the one that always takes over. So we have our big candles, the strength all the way down. We have our freshness being taken out, and we have our break and retest just by here on this zone. And now price is starting to go down top. I mean, already looking at this, it's more than 3 to 1 on this specific trade. Where it is, it's just hitting another zone. As this zone freshness has already gone, so it should just punch right through it. It's gone through Sunday open, so we're now into the body of the weekly candle, and the price is unfolding. Like I say, my attention's on these lows by here now, so I'm just anticipating it to go all the way down, and I've just put my stop slightly above. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is the evening review now. It's just gone 4 o'clock in New York. It's gone 9 o'clock in the evening my time. Very interesting day. Lots of things I've learned today. So this morning, price was all the way up here. I think when I came to the computer, it was around about here. I hadn't synced with the market, and price had already started to move down. Took me a while to get this set up correctly, but you can see we had a high, low, high, high. this formed a break of structure on the 15-minute, and we have the sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency just by there. Marking out the blue zone, this becomes the support and resistance effectively. So we had 2 touches which set this as weak from this point. Going down to the zone underneath, this was formed yesterday. This was yesterday's external internal range, and you can see how price broke through it, and this was about 10 o'clock yesterday, and climbed from that point forwards. Now we had 1 and 2 touches by here. Weren't particularly great touches, but I classified them as that, and marked this as weak at this point. So price shot through it, and around about here I set up a couple of markings, so looking for price to break and retest, which it kind of did here. Sorry, here. Really uncanny how close I was. As 8:30 came in, price touched this area. Now we'd already had 2 touches previously, and broke through it. It went all the way down to the 4 hour. Come to that in a second. But the 8:30 candle, when that formed, it created a break, and we had a retest. This was a really good entry actually. Find out where it was. So on the 5-minute, you can see the retest just by here of this zone. That was an easy 3-to-1 trade. Now I didn't take into account the 4 hour zone, which is this bit marked in grey, and I had my eyes set down here on this low. Now the theory seems to stand with these zones, and you can take it all the way up to the 4 hour. So at every time frame, you can see how on the 4 hour price broke through, and we had 1 touch, and we had a second touch. So this, now find the hands. If I put that there, set that to green. We had 1 touch, and then we had a second touch. Now this is at this point becomes a weak zone now. So if price comes back down, it's just going to go through that, and then the next one's going to be this 4 hour break of structure just by here. Now this dark grey was set by this 4 hour break of structure, and you can see how price has respected that area quite a lot. So it's a strong zone, and this concept of the fractals, setting them up like this for the break of structure, for me at least, is a good marker of a zone. And we also had 1 down here, and this area down here is a 4 hour break of structure. So price hasn't come back down to this yet, so we can anticipate if it comes down to here, it would bounce off it. What I did say today, let me find the in his experience, it's better to take the majority of the profits at 1 to 3 at the 4 hour demand, and if it breaks, re-enter for another. So when you see these zones, the price coming up to it. Now, the fact that it was the second touch, we can anticipate that rebounding, which it did do today. So I'll go back down to the lower time frame. Now it looks like it's broke, and just back to the 4 hour minute. We do have this area up here. This would be the next target if this breaks these highs. We'll be looking for price to hit the equal highs up here, and we've got this area, the inefficiency. So price might be coming up to fill that in a bit. That was what I was talking about earlier today. If price goes above this high, then we're most likely going to see price break above the daily high that was set on December the 22nd. We don't want to see that. We want to see price come up to this and then reverse for lows. It's too early to say at the moment. Right now, price hit earlier on. Price hit the 4 hour zone here, and you can see on the 15-minute as it comes back up to here now, to this zone which was formed on another hour setup break of structure. See how sensitive that specific zone was. I've had that there for quite some time now, and I've just stretched it across, and it's still sensitive. You can see how it broke through here, comes back down, touches it, and we've got 2 touches here, and then on the 3rd touch it's just gone through it, and it's gone down to the 4 hour zone, and then it's just reversed and gone up. So the next time price comes down to here, it's going to go through that 4 hour zone based on that principle. So 5-minute break structure just by that. We also have a 15-minute break structure in the same area, these markings, and we get a retest of this zone. So there was a valid entry. If we placed, find the buy, kind of around that zone, we waited for this candle to finish, close. Could have got in around there, and 3 to 1 is up to the next zone. This went all the way up to 8 to 1, so you could have creamed it in both directions. I said on the posts earlier on that you have to be dynamic on the price action when you see these zones being hit. If you get the breaker structure on the lower time frame, it's a good indication. It's a correlation of all these things together, and I wasn't paying attention to the 4 hour zone, and I think that's the main takeaway for today is going all the way up to the 4 hour zones on each time frame, and when price breaks through one, I still have to be mindful about the next one, and it could be a rebound. So every time, it's 4 hours as well, because it's high time frame, there is going to be some kind of response or sensitivity on that, and I can see it. I can see it now, just going through this process. What it is that I need to do. So I need to sort how I need to clean this chart so they get a bit messy now. But I need to sort out all the items that I'm putting on the charts, the templates for them. So yeah, but there's another drawdown date. Didn't have to be. I could have rode that in both directions. There you go. It's a learning experience, and I'm on demo anyway.